Hidden rituals. Some of y'all don't even know you're doing hidden rituals. Now, of course, the shadows got their head Muppets in charge, and y'all connect to that. And whenever you see certain things, inside of these mirrors, devices, you automatically do it. You pledge to certain things. You're doing certain rituals. Now, I'm going to take this video off of this realm. Who wants to fly off of this realm with Trip? If y'all with me, universe up. Trip's awakening. I will feel my ancient signals one within the universe and universes inside of me. Greetings, hidden rituals. This has been going on for decades. Some of y'all connect to the rituals, and some of them are hidden. Of course, the shadows got their head Muppets in charge, controlling y'all's frequency on many levels. All right? Like, for example, and I talked about this already, the Colin Kaepernick thing. You know how he basically get on one knee, and I said the whole thing was stupid. It's nothing but a ritual. It's a Masonic Mason thing, and, no telling other things that they're connected with. Basically got y'all getting on your knees and giving your energy and soul over to certain things that's connected to the illusion planets. All right? So whenever you take a knee, you're basically, pledging to it. Just like whenever you get married, that's a bunch of mess. That's nothing but contracts, and I talked about that. You get on one knee. Even if you watch certain movies, like, movies like The Kings and the Knights and stuff, I'm just using that for example, like them type of movies and stuff, and even certain other movies, how they get on one knee. If y'all watch certain movies like science fiction or movies that's about space, how certain individuals take a knee, even in horror movies, how one of them will get on one knee. Some of them probably beg, although it's acting. Well, it's not acting, but they're actors, basically, putting out their signs and symbols. They're communicating on many levels, even through the movies. That some of the actors, they're doing the hitting rituals that y'all not aware of. All right? You get what I'm saying? You feel my signals? So, some of them get on one knee. So the Colin Kaepernick thing, that's a bunch of mess. And you basically, he had a lot of y'all program earthlings. Some of y'all, not all of y'all. Y'all not connected to this mess. I'm not talking about my universal beings that's on the same wave with me. I'm talking about certain individuals that's connected to this mess. All right. So majority of y'all basically got on your knee, and that was controlling your frequency. Okay. So let's talk about the thumbs up. I call it the Fonzarella, hey. But, I know y'all remember Happy Days. I like Happy Days. I watched that. And, I always say, like whenever it comes to the thumbs up, I'll be like, oh, such and such gave them the Fonzarella and stuff like that. That's basically, that's like a ritual. Y'all doing it, because behind with your fingers basically got, how could I put this so y'all can understand? Your fingers basically got a map on certain things that you're connected with. That's the reason why, whenever you use your cell phone, you use your thumb or you use your fingertip, like the ET thing. With the fingertip and stuff like that. Like there are certain, like with your hand, you use your hands the most, your hands and your feet. Like that's the reason why I say the power is within. So y'all need to basically, find your signs and symbols, not the artificial mess that you see inside of the artificial portals, whenever it comes to devices or certain groups, they basically, the shadows have their, head Muppets controlling y'all's frequencies on many levels, okay? So, like I said, your fingers and stuff, you're basically pledging to certain things, especially when you see certain actors and stuff. The actors, they do it in certain movies. I see the symbols and signs with their hands and the way they stand and stuff like that. I know they part of a group, they connected to certain things. So they know how to hypnotize you on certain levels, and basically have you saying certain things. Like, you might see a favorite line that you see, and if you don't understand it and you can't balance out certain things, watch what you say and watch what you do. All right. So some of y'all do it, just like, for example, the rappers, they talk about, of course, they put out the lust energy, and they talk about, the material things like the cars. They got souls attached to it, and, Hennessy and certain drinks and clothes, whatever y'all so-called connected with. And I said that's nothing but spirits that you put inside of your world, basically. You're connecting with the spirits because, like, you're probably either wearing human flesh or animals whenever you put on clothes and, certain things from insects. So whenever it comes to the so-called rappers, street masons, that's what I call them. And there's many levels to that, and I'm going to definitely do a video on that. Y'all say certain chants. You're basically connecting to the signs and symbols, certain rituals that they do and stuff, like pour out the so-called, drink liquor or whatever into the ground. That's basically a ritual, and y'all say certain things, and see when they talk about, shooting up certain things or, promoting the lust energy and promoting many things on so many different levels, y'all connect to that, and you're basically casting a spell to your loved ones and certain individuals around you, whenever it could. So that's the reason why I say, watch what you say. It's okay to listen to certain things, like that's inside of the machine, because you have to learn how to balance your energy inside of these machines, because you're connecting with the unknown, emotional, different types of things. All right, just to put that out there. But the street masons, the rappers, they basically, got y'all singing, chanting and doing rituals, singing or rapping, whatever y'all want to call it, certain things, and use their hands, the street mason signs and symbols. Got y'all doing that. All right, y'all connect with that. And what do they talk about the most in the lyrics? The lust energy, F this B, this is my B, and many other things. Y'all get what I'm saying, and that plays out in y'all reality. That's the reason why I said y'all don't know who y'all are, because y'all connecting to the holograms that got a negative charge to it. And it's connecting with your, this has been going on for decades. And just like the movies or even TV shows, y'all do like the rituals and stuff with the middle finger and stuff like that, half of the peace sign. And, if you look at the biblical characters, look at the signs and symbols that they throw up, even the Egyptians and stuff that the conscious Muppets, they're connected to, the street gremlins. They connected to that mess because some of them are basically, street masons, the gremlins out there. But and the preachers, ministers, and all of them, they throw up certain signs and symbols. That's how they communicate. And basically they have y'all doing it, and that's a hidden ritual. Your physical is connected to, like, certain planets. Like, your organs is connected to certain things that y'all not aware of. Just like whenever you pledge, you put your hands on you put your hand on your heart. Your organs, is connected to certain to different so-called planets. That's the reason why, and I know I'm flying all over the place, but y'all feel my signals. Just like that biblical character, whenever Christ is on the cross, and I talked about this before, that's nothing but a shape-shifting symbol. The cross, now they got the which y'all say uncle and aunt, and I talked about that already. Y'all connect to that frequency. That's the reason why I said that's nothing but names and titles. But the Christ character, okay, like they have names for some of the planets and countries and stuff like that. Saturn, for example, the rings of Saturn, that's around, that's around y'all's head, and you got the other so-called planets connecting with y'all, the nails, which that's metal inside of your hands and your feet. Like I said, you use your hands and feet the most. All right. So you're connected to other, so-called illusion planets, that's controlling y'all's frequency. Y'all on certain broadcasts, they're using y'all on many levels. All right. Just like the Nazi symbols and they shape-shifting symbols on many levels. Like, that's something that they created with y'all's DNA. Your DNA is attached to that stuff. So you're doing certain things, the so-called viral, whenever you see these dances and stuff like that, that's hidden rituals. The stupid little dances that they got. I remember back, there was some stupid dance called the dab or the Whitney Houston shoot stupid dance. I can't stand them dances, but that's basically a ritual, and the younglings, they're doing it, and some of y'all doing it, and they keep on doing it, and this is all the other so-called planets, y'all call them countries and stuff, is connected to certain things. That's the reason why you see most of these entertainers and stuff going to other planets, going to other planets that y'all call countries. Y'all see them entering, connecting, and promoting a lot of things and doing certain things that y'all are connecting with. All right. And I know I was flying all over the place, but y'all feel my signals. Y'all do the hidden rituals that you're not aware of. Like I said, the middle finger, the thumbs up. Look at the devices, for example. Like, the devices or on Facebook, you see, like, the thumbs up, like people they'd be like, oh, hit the like button and stuff. You see the thumbs up and thumbs down. You see that on Facebook. You see the heart thing. Like I said, your organs are connected to certain things. That's the reason why you see the heart. And whenever the certain movies, play out of certain shows, like for example on Happy Days, Mr. C or whatever, he was at a lodge, and I wanted to show y'all, but of course they got the copyright thing. Basically, Richie Cunningham's mother was like, oh, your father, he's at the lodge. And he said, oh, well, what are you doing at the lodge? She said, oh, it's some secret stuff that you can't know about, and we all, if you're aware and you know what's going on, you know exactly what she was talking about. Like I said, they give codes and speak, and they speak in codes through the shows and stuff like that. And so when he got home, he said his back was hurting. I got it. I totally get why his back was hurting, but my apologies. I'm not going to get into that. But, I seen through the mess. That's what basically, he said his back was hurting. He had to do a ritual, just like these so-called street gremlins, And some of these entertainers, they got to bend over and touch the toes. So, in order to get success, they got to do sick, twisted stuff. There's many levels to this, all right? So, they give codes, and y'all do these rituals, and you got to watch what you do. You create your own rituals. You don't have to do the so-called viral thing. You don't have to do none of that. There's many things. You have many abilities. You connect to the holograms, and you connect to the so-called head Muppets, and the media. You connect to the media frequency and stuff like that. And y'all be going for it. Like I said, y'all destroying each other, and y'all doing these rituals, and you have your loved ones doing these things. These ministers and preachers, they're playing y'all on so many levels. They lie to y'all about something that was created by the shadows, the Catholic Church, the conscious Muppets, these cults that y'all connect with. If you connect to any of them things, you're destroying yourself and your loved ones. You're doing rituals when you go by these scriptures and certain things. You're doing the rituals and stuff, especially whenever you into the so-called, pulpit, the so-called church. Whenever y'all beat y'all's children and stuff like that. They tell back in the day, children used to get a beating and whipped and stuff, instead of certain individuals talking to their loved ones, and you don't have to beat your children, but that was a ritual, and y'all basically do that. Y'all see these emotional holograms inside this illusion, and y'all basically allow that to come within. And you're basically taking on multiple characters just like the entertainers, but the entertainers know how to shift certain things. And y'all don't know how to shift certain things. They take on these different characters. They don't even know who they are. They taking on something from the unknown. And some of them get so deep into it, it messed them up on so many levels, it ain't no coming back. And that's what's going on with some of y'all when y'all do these rituals and stuff. Y'all connect to these characters and y'all get deep with these characters. And that mess y'all up on so many levels. It's no coming back. Some of y'all get stuck in your ways. So like I said, there's many hidden rituals that y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what's going on. And whenever y'all see something viral, these dances, or, the middle finger, the peace sign, and pouring out a little liquor, or this so-called, that's nothing but rituals. The holidays, that's nothing but rituals. What y'all do, y'all celebrate, y'all eat. Y'all, what are you celebrating? Y'all celebrating and then y'all eat. Y'all do these rituals and stuff like that. That's something that they created. They got y'all worshiping the artificial seasons, and y'all don't even know it. Y'all putting y'all's DNA and soul into it and keeping this illusion alive. But anywho, if y'all with me, universe up. And make sure you give me the Fonzarella. What? Did somebody say something?